All right, guys. So once again, welcome to another exciting live trading session by 10 Trade for 10 Trade clients. And tonight's session is going to be very, very exciting. I'll personally be giving some offers to people take action. Exciting session is going to be. So one of the reasons why we do this daily live trading sessions is because, yes, Ogochiko, we are recording it, right? So one of the reasons why we're doing that is because so that we can spot profitable zones together in the Forex market, right? Today is Monday. Start of the week is the best time to actually spot out zones where price will be reacting from. So when we're able to spot those zones, all right, you know exactly where you should trade from during the week. So this is just an extra confirmation that you need in your trading journey. Any pair that you want us to analyze together, or any pair that you're looking at trading this week, let us analyze it together and then possibly spot profitable zones together. Thirdly, if you have any questions at all about any aspect of trading, this live session is the best time to ask your questions, and then we'll clarify as much as possible. All right. So this is just something that will be greatly beneficial to us as a trading community. All right. So let's go straight into analysis. Again, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to type it in the chat box. And also, I will give you the opportunity for everybody here to also speak verbally via their audio. When you have any question, just let me know in the chat box. So let's start by analyzing some pairs. What pairs are we looking at trading for the week? Okay, you can type it in the chat box so that we'll take a look at it together. Okay, what pairs are you eyeing this week? Have you seen something you feel like trading this week? Let's look at it together. Okay, Aria said GU, so let's check out GBP USD. All right. So this is GBP USD. So let's start from GU, Euro USD, AD USD, okay, and USD CAD. So as always, when you're checking out gold, Michael said gold, nice. So we have about 5 pairs to check out so far. So let's move quickly then. So like I always advise, the first thing we want to look at when you see is the market structure. Right? What is the structure of the market? Is the market is it in control of the supply or in control of demand? Right. So that's all. Do your top-down analysis. You want to take a look at what's going on the weekly time frame. All right. So that's where I like to start from. The weekly time frame gives you a bird's eye view of the market. Okay. So let's wait for that to load up. I'm going to have to switch my internet at some point in time. Okay, good. So what do we have here? Now, if you have been joining my sessions, when it comes to figuring out the right market structure, I usually like to switch my indicator from the normal candlestick to Aikinashi candlestick. All right, because there are times that the normal Japanese candlestick that we use might be deceiving. You might think that price has shifted trends, but so when I switch to Aikinashi, everybody should have access to Aikinashi. If you are using TradingView, it is free. If you are using MT5, Aikinashi is an indicator that you can add to your chart. It's also free to download. All right, so just Google it and download it and then add it to your MT5. So, but on TradingView that I use, all right, this is Aikinashi. And what do I have? What is Aikinashi telling me right now? The price. So let me just draw it out real quick. So this is what price is doing. All right, very quickly. And then price is currently retracing. Okay, we're currently seeing a retracement over here. And price is reacting to this level of supply here. Okay, so we have a retracement on the weekly time frame. All right. And this means that price is still very much in a downtrend based on the weekly chart. So that means if this supply zone, so this is supply, if this supply zone, right, is going to hold, and that means eventually, if it will hold, that means this supply zone should create, a lower low to continue the downtrend. Okay, but we don't know if look for perfect sell opportunities based on this supply move here, this supply zone here. So the weekly chart has given us a perspective of the market. So what we'll do is to now go to a lower time frame, top-down analysis. So we'll go to a lower time frame to spot profitable zones where we can enter over here. Okay. And then for people that are into chart patterns, all right, we are seeing a possible reversal here. We're seeing these double tops, right? So you might see a break of this neckline shortly. Okay, see a retracement and then price goes down. Or we can expect a liquidity grab still over here. So price might possibly still go up rather, take out people's liquidity because it's still in the supply and then shoot all the way down. So there are a lot of scenarios that might happen, but when we go to lower time frame, we can follow through exactly what is going to happen. So personally, when I spot something like this on the weekly chart, I like to go to the 4-hour time frame. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. And the 4-hour time frame, what are we looking at? Remember that I think it was last week or upper week when I was analyzing this pair for us. We already spotted that price was going to reverse over here, right? This has been my analysis for over a month now. So if you've been following me, this would have been a good time to take entry, right? So, but we can still take entry for the continuation of the downward move. All right. So this is a 4-hour time frame. And then same thing that you did on weekly is what you do. You want to identify the market's structure. All right. So based on what we have going on here, what is the market structure? So let me just draw that out quickly. All right. So we have price giving us, okay, this internal structure here, impulse. All right. We have price created a lower low here. And then right now, price is currently reacting to this block of supply here, this range here. Okay, so let me switch to normal candlestick to make it easier for us. Okay, so we have this. So on the 4-hour chart, price has created a lower low, like so. So price has gone lower than this previous low. And then right now we are currently experiencing a correction. And price is correcting into a supply. All right. And what do we do as supply? We like to look for sell opportunities as supply. But before you look for sell opportunities as supply, you always want to wait for liquidity to be grabbed. Okay, it's very, very important that we do that. So for the benefit of those that don't understand liquidity, I'll just do a brief example, right? So economics, everybody did economics in school. So we know that the markets, any market is based on the concept of supply and demand. So if identifies a demand zone in the foreign exchange market, and in a demand zone, you are meant to look for sells, right? But you must understand that buying and selling happens at the same time. So let me start by giving you a typical scenario of what most traders face. So most traders will use something like a support. Okay, most people say buy at support. So you are looking, price gets a support, and then you put your buy entry somewhere here. You put your stop loss maybe a bit, below your support. But what you find out happening is that price still comes down to take your stop loss and then eventually going your way. All right. That is because for price to buy, okay, for the market makers, the big banks, for them to buy a particular currency, there has to be people that will be willing to sell to them. That's why I said buying and selling happens at the same time. For a buy to happen, there has to be a sell. In this particular scenario, your stop loss is a sell order. Okay, so they're going to push price down to the point where a lot of people's stop losses are, which is a sell order for them to actually move the market in that particular direction. Okay, so that's why when price is in an area of demand, okay, like so, all right, you first of all want to see a lot of retail traders enter the market for a buy. So in a demand zone, you are looking for buy pressure, buyer's pressure, right? So, and a lot of times it's going to appear as a double bottom. So something like this is going to appear at a demand. So don't think you are missing out on the trade. No. So you want a lot of people to enter the market first. And when you see something like this happen, just know that people's stop losses is below this bottom here. And where you want to take your entry for a buy is you want to wait for price to come back down, take out people's stop losses. Okay, once that happens, that is your signal to start looking for buy setups here after liquidity has been grabbed. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense in the chat box before I go further. Do you understand what I explained about liquidity? If you understand, please type in a yes in the chat box, because I'm using this scenario for all the analysis. If you understand that example on liquidity grabs and how to wait for liquidity grab before you take entry, please type in a yes in the chat box. Okay, Temitope does not understand. Okay, I really understand. Can I get more feedback in the chat box? I want to carry everybody along as much as possible. Okay. Joshua said makes sense. Let me get one or two responses. Then I know if I'll take it again. So far so good. Just one person, Temitope, does not understand. All right, so because of time, I just move forward. Solomon understand as well. Okay, perfect. So Mr. Temitope and EJ, Michael, Abatunde Deji, I'll go over it later in this class, okay? Okay, so most of us don't understand. Don't worry, I'll go over it again, all right? So now, this is the 4-hour supply over here. And in the supply zone, we are looking for sells. All right. Now, remember, we started from the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, we're able to analyze and figure out that price is in the supply. It's currently in a corrective phase. So we are expecting price to print a new lower low. So we are selling from the weekly time frame. And on the 4-hour time frame as well, price is in a supply. Okay. So personally, what I like to do is to take this whole range of supply here. Okay. Now all of these move right here. This candles here, all right, is a range. Okay, and that range, I'm really interested. So I consider all that range, okay, to be the supply range. So in this supply range is where you want to see activity of liquidity grabs, right, before you take entry. So I know that price is in a supply. Hold on, let me check out something. Perfect. Price is in a supply. So the next thing I would like to do is to go a time frame deeper, one time frame deeper, and look for entry. Now, you can actually go ahead here and take entry, all right, if you are a swing trader, for example. But I'm not a swing trader. If I would take entry on this 4-hour time frame, what I would do very, very simple. Price is in this 4-hour supply. So what I'll look for in this scenario is to find something like this. Give me a second. Let me replay this here. So I'll look for a market so for something like this to give me seller's pressure. So in this case, I'm looking for seller's pressure, and more often times it's going to occur as a double top. So I want something like this to happen first. Once that happens, that means a lot of people's stop loss is at this top here. So I'm going to wait for price to retrace and take out people's stop losses. So somewhere in this zone is where I'll now look for entry based on my confirmation. So your confirmation can be a candlestick. Maybe you use an engulfing candle, or you use a doji or a hammer, okay, or you use an indicator for entry. It's fine. So if you have an entry system, your entry system will be more profitable after liquidity has been grabbed. Like I always say, every trading strategy, okay, is profitable, but it will only be profitable after liquidity has been grabbed. Why it's not profitable for most people most times is that you are not considering the liquidity concept, okay? So because I don't take entries on 4 hours, so I'm going to go a time frame deeper, like the 15 minutes. So on 15 minutes, I'm going to look for entry on this pair, okay? So let's go to 15 minutes. On 15 minutes, we are going to spot liquidity, right? And then we're going to look for entry. All right, so now over here, at this point was where price retraced into this zone, as you can see. This is a retracement. This is a retracement into the zone, okay? And at that retracement on 15 minutes, we are looking for what? Seller's pressure. Seller's pressure. You want to see that a lot of people are interested in selling this pair. And this is seller's pressure right here. You can see this move. Price giving us something like a double top here, like so, and then price breaking structure. Okay, so that means a lot of people's stop losses is at this very top here. And as you can see, what the price do? Price had to go up, go back up, and take out people's stop losses. Okay, it happens every single time. You cannot miss it in a supply or demand zone. This is liquidity right here. Okay, and then it had to be grabbed. So now that liquidity has been grabbed over here, is now the best time to start looking for sell opportunities. All right, so whatever your trading system is, right, is what you now use to take entry here. But let us go ahead. Now, for some people, they would have taken entry here, but we've made some trade. Now, personally, if I'm to take entry here, I always like to consider market structure. So if I'm to go for a sell, then market structure has to change from a bullish environment to a bearish environment. Okay, I don't know if I'm communicating, guys. All right, so this is what price is doing right now. Let me show you the order flow shift that's currently happening. So this is price move. Okay, price is giving all this bullish move from here. Okay, and then the liquidity grab. So this is an uptrend on this 15 minutes time frame. So for price to shift, this has to be broken. This higher low here has to be broken. Okay, and then what the price do? Okay, what the price do? Price broke this. It came down, broke the pair. We have a retracement, and then a lower low happened. Okay, so assuming in this case now, let me do a replay. This is today actually, this afternoon. So assuming we had done a large trading session this afternoon, we could have caught a very interesting sell order this afternoon during during the overlap of London and New York, right? So in this case, price, the order flow has shifted from bullish to bearish. Okay, Basi Eyo, you're welcome. All right. The order flow has shifted from bullish to bearish, like so. So in this case, what you should be looking for right now is price retracing into this block here, right? And then you look for entry. So over here at this retracement is where you are looked for entry. For some people that like to go time frame deeper, like on the 1 minute, you would have found a solid sniper entry. And if you play this forward, you can see that when price retraced into that zone, okay, what did we see? We saw a bit of drop from here, but price did not take out this low. All right, so that means we are still very much in the game. All right, so let me take this off real quick and then give us something that we can trade, okay, in the next coming days. So this is still the 4-hour time frame. Now I had to go through that to let you know the flow of the order flow. So this is the 4-hour time frame, and then price is in a supply. Okay, so we are looking for sales. Okay, on 15 minutes, what should we wait for now? Okay, what should we wait for? Very, very simple. Now, we've established something, that price is still in a downtrend. Impulse, right? Correction and impulse. All right, so this right here is the lower high. Okay, this right here, sorry, this right here is the lower low. So price is currently in accumulation right now. Is that accumulation, I'll call it, or price is so now for us to consider that this is in, price is still very much in a downtrend, all right, because we are still reacting at this supply here. All right, so if you want to be very, very effective with what is going on right now, you might need to go to a lower time frame. But I don't want us to start by doing that. So what you can wait for right now, guys, very, very simple, on GBP USD is to wait for price to break this zone. Okay, wait for price to come down, you wait for the retracement, and then you sell. If you want to enter the move that will come down from here, then you have to go a time frame deeper. To do that, you want to go to the 1 minute time frame. All right, so on the 1 minute time frame, what should you wait for? All right, on the 1 minute time frame, we can see the order flow has also shifted. Okay, we have this. So price has shifted from the uptrend. So we're expecting price to do this on 1 minute time frame, impulse, right? You're going to see price retracing this zone. So once price retraces into this zone, right, look for sales. So if you ever want to take a sniper entry on GBP/USD, you want to put a sell limit at this extreme supply here. So at 1.20401 over here. So let me put if you're trading on, if you want to trade on the 1 minute time frame, you want to put a sell limit over here. Okay, so your stop loss is at least a 2 pip stop loss. Okay, and then you want to sell. So you have a potential of 1 to give you the break of the zone. All right, you have to 1 to 10. So if you want to take entry on the 1 minute time frame, okay, it makes sense to set your limit here, okay, because the order flow has shifted from bearish to bullish left. So taking entry here is being aggressive. Well, if you want to take entry on 15 minutes, based on what price is giving us right now, my recommendation is to wait for price, okay, to break, to break this lower low right here. Once that break happens, you want price to make a retracement into the supply zone responsible for breaking the zone, okay, and then you look for sales, okay. That's what I see happening on GBP USD. Is that clear, Mr. Rio? The big picture of GBP USD based on the weekly time frame, okay, is that price possibly will still come down to create a lower low here. So if you are looking for sell opportunities, you're actually on the right side of the market right now. All right, so let's check out Euro USD real quick. So we should have something similar as well on Euro USD. So I like to, first thing you want to do is to check for market structure. What is the structure of the market? All right. I like to use the Heikin Ashi. All right. So as you can see very, very clearly, all of this right here is green candles. That means just a simple correction. Okay. So, and where the price correct into a supply, this supply here. So if you identify that supply, let's change to normal candlestick to be clearer. Okay. So price is currently reacting at a supply. So what is responsible for price dropping in the last few days or 2 or 3 weeks is that price is currently respecting this supply. Okay. And liquidity also was grabbed into that supply. Right. A lot of people would have been trying to sell at this point, at this resistance. So that's why GU and EU for the last few weeks have been taking a lot of people out, taking their stoppers out. Okay, because liquidity, this trend line liquidity was grabbed into this block of supply. So now that price has got into that supply, we should now start looking for the real move. So a sell opportunity is what we're looking for right now. So let me delete all of this. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to type me your questions in the chat box or signify, and then I'm going to unmute you so you can ask a question. Okay. So price is in this supply on the weekly time frame. So price already playing out. So I want to go to the 4-hour time frame. At the point of this mitigation of this zone, we want to see liquidity being grabbed before we start looking for sales. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, what do we have here? Right now, I'm going to show you practically what I've been telling you about liquidity grabs. Okay. So when price retraced into this zone, you can see what happened. You can see M pattern forming here. Very, very clear. And where are people's stop losses? Over here at this top. What did price do? You can see very, very clearly, price had to go back up, take off with liquidity, and immediately dumped. All right, immediately dumped. So following market structure further, so price actually retraced again, and then it gave us this continuation of the trend like so. So let's draw this. Like so, another M pattern forming here, like so. And what did price do? Price had to go back up to take out people's liquidity and then dump. When price takes liquidity, the next move is usually a very, very rock solid dump or push up. Okay, so now the effect is already happening on the weekly time frame. Price has shifted momentum from bullish to bearish. As you can see, this is the structure of price right now. Okay, this structure of price right now. Let's use Icon sheet and show you something. Okay, so what is price doing currently? Price is doing this, right? You have impulse, you have correction, right? And then this low is lower, all right? You have another impulse, you have the correction like so, right? Internal structure here. So right now, price is, all right, Mr. Temitope, don't worry, you're going to understand, all right? So the way I view the markets is based on, it's called smart money concept. This is where the institutions trade. So when you're trading like the institutions, you want to spot the footprint of the market makers before you take action. All right. So what I'm introducing you to is a way whereby you can be consistently profitable. The major lesson that I would like you to learn from any sessions that I take is the concept of liquidity grabs. And that is why I always say that you don't have to trade institutional trading concepts. You can trade your normal support and resistance, your normal double tops or double bottom, but please, you always want to add liquidity concept to your trading. Okay, that is why I started with trying to teach the liquidity concept so that you understand it. When you apply your trading strategy after liquidity has been grabbed, the likelihood of you making a profit increases. Your strike rates will increase. Okay, so Mr. Temitope, step by step, gradually, you're going to understand. Then I'll also be giving people, a few people in this class, free mentorship sessions, right? For those that would like to go deeper into what I'm teaching right now, I'm going to be giving a few people access to free mentorship. Let me just do a quick poll. Now, for everybody listening to me right now, who amongst us would want to learn, go deeper into how to understand trading institutionally, like the banks? Okay, type in a 1 in the chat box. Let's do a quick poll. If you want to learn how to trade, how to spot liquidity properly, how to spot support and resistance properly, all right, type in a 1. Good. So a lot of us are actually interested. Okay, so I'm giving a few people access free mentorship to this. All right, so please try to stay to the end of the class for you to grab the offer. Okay, so this is what price is doing currently. So it's very, very clear. Price is in a downtrend. And this is similar to what's going on GBP USD. Okay. And what is price doing? Price is reacting at this, at this supply right here. Let's go to the candlestick. So it's pretty much the same thing that we've seen on GU, that we are seeing on EU, and possibly the same thing on every currency pair that the USD is a quote currency. All right. So over here right now, price is retracing into this 4-hour supply. If this 4-hour supply is going to hold, all right, then we should see a lower low. Now, this supply might not hold. Okay. We also have another supply right here. So if this supply does not hold, price will possibly to go further into the supply before possibly dropping or switching trends to an uptrend. But right now, let's trade what is in front of us. And what's in front of us is that price is in a supply. Okay, so we're looking for sell setups. So when I see something like this on the 4-hour time frame, I want to go to the 15-minute time frame. So at the point of mitigation over here, right? At point of mitigation, want to spot what liquidity grab. So you can see this is the where price mitigated the supply, all right? And spotting liquidity, very, very simple. You cannot miss it. And I say it a lot. If you ever find yourself in a scenario that you don't know how to spot liquidity, then most likely when you take entry, you will be the liquidity that will be grabbed. All right. So check this out. You can see price touched. Okay. And there you can see the seller's pressure. This is an M pattern. And people's stop losses is over here. What did price do? Price had to go back up. Okay, take out whose liquidity, and then you saw the huge dump. All right. So at this point, this morning, okay, would have been a good point to take entry actually, because this was a perfect entry. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Perfect entry happened during London session this morning. Okay, like I always say, waiting. So when this happens, waiting for price to order flow to change from bullish to bearish. And then, so let me do a replay real quick. I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. So let me play it up to here. Okay. So what I'll try to do, guys, is to break down. And for people that will enroll in the offer that I'll give you, I'm going to break down looking at the chart this way, and it won't be complicated to you. So, Mr. Temitope, try to also enroll if you can. So this is the order flow shift, okay, that caused the liquidity grab. Okay, price doing this like so. This is the higher low. So for price to shift from bullish to bearish, structure has to be broken, right? This is the higher low. All right. What did price do? So as soon as you saw that price broke this higher low, your goal is to wait for a retracement into, okay, the supply. And in this case, the supply is the last candle, the last buy candle before the sell, okay, which is this guy right here. So at this point is where you would have set your pending order. So let me play that back. At the point that price broke this zone, you would have set a pending order over here, all right, which is in this case, a sell limit. Okay. So the sell limit anywhere in this zone, all right? And then your stop loss is, let's say, 8 pips. Okay. So personally, I would only do this trade until at least 1 to 3. I might take partials along the way. So when price is doing so, you can see, let's trade off forward. You can see price tapping into the zone. All right. So let me put, you can see price tapped into the zone, and then easily gave you 1 to 3, over 1 to 3. Okay, which is also one lesson that I would also hammer as we do our live sessions. When you are taking entry on a trade, try the minimum risk to reward that you want to be having is 1 to 3. Okay, so easily, if you are trading aggressively or a bit conservatively, and then you are risking, let's say, 5% on this trade. This morning at this time was 10 a.m. Nigerian time. Okay, you would have grown your account by 15% profit. All right, and this happened under how many hours? From here to here. Okay, under 3 to 4, under 4 hours. Okay, you've made serious profits. Okay, it's as simple as that. But not to worry, we can still continue to look for possible setups. Now, price has given you a well-structured downtrend, like so. So you have the correction here, impulse, correction. You can see we are actually taking entry here this morning, impulse, okay. So this is another supply right here. Okay, let me delete this so it does not get messy. So this is another supply zone on the downtrend on the 15 minutes. So we can also look for possible sells here. So my recommendation is, in this case, you might want to go a time frame deeper to find a sniper entry, because 15 minutes will not be your higher time frame. So when you go to the 1 minute time frame, the same thing you are spotting, guys. You want to spot liquidity grabs. Okay, so check this out. This is the mitigation zone somewhere here. All right, so you are looking for possible double tops in this case. Okay, we have this. Okay, your double top must break the neckline, which is structure. So that means people stop losses, you still at this top here. So gentlemen, on the 1 minute chart, in the next couple of minutes or hours, we can see price go up here to grab liquidity. All right, because people's stop losses is here. Okay, this is liquidity that needs to be grabbed, okay, for this supply zone to be active, to push price. So when price comes up into the zone, right, we'll most likely see a forceful sell pressure. So it is at this zone at the top that you want to start looking for sell opportunities on the 1 minute time frame. So this can happen anytime, but I want to recommend to trade in the session of the pair. So if price does not do this within before 10 p.m. Nigerian time, which is before the end of the New York session, is where you want to take entry here. Try your possible best on any pair that is New York session or London session based. Don't take entry in the Asian session or Sydney session. You want to take entry in the session of the pair. In the session of the pair. All right. If you don't understand what I mean by trading in the session of the pair, type in yes in the chat box. If you don't understand what I mean by trading in the session of the pair, type in yes in the chat box. Every pair has its own session. Okay, for example, if you have to take entry on Euro USD, it's best to take entry in the London session and the New York session. If you take entry on Euro USD, on AUD USD, you want to take entry in the Sydney session and the New York session. All right, so I'll be glad to help us out, guys. So let's just move forward. So I've given you a zone to look for entry on the 1 minute chart here. So let's check out. So we're going to see similar market structure on AUD USD as well. Okay, so let's quickly go to gold. Let's check out gold, the last pair, and then I'll wrap up this session with the offer. All right, I don't want to waste our time. We're almost 1 hour into this session. So this is gold, guys. Okay, this is gold. Let me delete all of this. So I want to start from the weekly time frame. And weekly time frame, what are you doing? Let's switch to Heikin Nashi. All right, what do we have here? Easily look at what's going on the weekly charts. Okay, price is doing this. Okay, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. Okay, and price is correcting into this block of supply here. Okay, that's what price is doing in a nutshell. So we are seeing activity here, a drop here, because price is currently reacting at this supply. All right, so over here at the point of mitigation, I'm going to go to the 4 hour time frame and spots profitable zones that we can take entry from. Okay, and then what did we see happen here very, very quickly? The same thing always happens. So this is the point of mitigation of the zone, all right? Where did we see M pattern forming, all right? Over here, all right? So this, and this. This is people's stop loss that had to be taken out. So price came up, grabbed people's stop losses. This liquidity that was grabbed. Okay, and then price started going down. I think we've established that. So now what you want to do real quick is to spot structure on the 4 hour. So right now, what do we have here? This is the higher low that's been broken. So price broke this higher low here. We have this impulse correction. Okay, let me go to my icon share. All right. We have impulse correction. Okay, this, and this. So what you want to do right now is to identify a supply zone in this downtrend that you can take entry from on gold. All right. So right now you can see price is still in correction. So let's identify possible supply zones over here. We can see a supply here. You can see this particular supply here, like so. Let's switch back to normal candlestick and then we'll show what I'm talking about. Okay, so over here, this is the supply. So this is where price is currently acting from. Okay, so price is reacting to this supply, and then we're also seeing some amount of liquidity grab here, like so. This move, but let's go to the 15-minute time frame and look for possible entry. Sorry about my network is quite slow, so let the shadows load up. So when we go to the 15-minute time frame now, and the same thing that on higher time frames is the same thing that we are also going to do a 4-hour supply zone for liquidity grabs as well as that. Okay, that's why we see is what the market is. Okay, so we've already, so this is when price, so you can see this double top like so. People stop losses, okay, taken out. All right, and then because of the balance on gold, that's what you are seeing. All right, guys, I'm back. Apologies for the internet issues. All right, so this is a 15-minute time frame. What has price done so far? Price has taken out liquidity. And after the liquidity grab, for me, when I'm taking an entry, I want to wait for the order flow to shift from what? In this case, from bullish to bearish. Okay, now looking at the market structure over here, The move that took out liquidity, this is it. Okay, this one right here. So if I'll take entry on this guy, this, and this, yeah. So that's the order flow that took out liquidity. So if I'll take entry on this guy on 15 minutes, I want to wait for the higher low right here to be taken out. Okay, which price has taken out the higher low here, like so. Okay, we just move, and then you wait for price to retrace into the extreme supply, which is here. And then what did price do? Price came back up, okay, to that same supply. So you would have already been in this trade right now. So let me give you the risk reward. So this entry happened 2:45 p.m. Nigerian time. So there is about 4 to 5 hours ago. You would have entered this trade. So price is currently moving right now. So we are seeing this late. So currently you'd have been in a risk reward of 1 to 3 right now. Okay. So you can see, assuming you have been trading this way, today alone, you would have taken entry on Euro USD and taken entry on gold. Okay, it's would have been very, very good Monday for you. But don't worry about these missed trades. The real moves are still going to happen from Wednesday. So tomorrow and Wednesday, you will still see so many setups that you can take. If not Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, you see something. So there will always be opportunities in the market to trade. Okay, but what I want to encourage us to do is start looking at markets from this perspective. All right, you find out that you will not be involved with a lot of fake outs that happen in the foreign exchange market. Okay, so with this trade on gold, we can still enter another at another zone. Okay, so this is where price is right now. So price is giving us this. We are all right. So based on this, on 15 minutes, like I said, we've already missed a particular an interesting setup here. So the next zone that you want to be trading from is this zone right here. You want price to form a lower low. So you need price to break this low. Okay. Once this low has been broken, which I think price will still break tonight. All right. Once that break happens, you now want to trade from this zone. Let me highlight that zone for you. So you want to trade from the next supply, which is here. So over here is a zone where you're going to take entry from, but only take entry from that zone when price has broken this low. So at the break of this low, you wait for price to retrace into the zone. At that retracement, right, you can just possibly set a sell limit like so. Only when price has created a lower low here. So over here, you can set a sell limit here like so. Okay. And then you write it as long as so minimum 1 to 3. But when you are 1 to 2 or you want to move your stop loss to break even. Is that clear, guys? Let me know if this makes a bit of sense for us, especially people that are already trading supply and demand. Okay. We've checked out Euro USD, we've checked out GBP USD, and then this is gold. Okay. So let me talk about, I really want to engage us on a personal level. That's why I want to give everybody a chance to be a part of a one-on-one session with me. Okay, from 30 minutes to 1 hour session with me. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you 3 concepts majorly. All right. I'm going to teach you how to look at the market properly. You will learn market structure properly. Everything that you know about market structure, okay, we're going to revamp it. You learn a advanced way to look at the market structure. You're also going to learn about supply and demand, right? You're also going to learn about liquidity concepts and how to make use of it in the market. You're also going to learn about order flow and shift. Okay. And then possibly we'll look at entry techniques. So it's going to be a power-packed 30 minutes to 1 hour one-on-one session. And it's very, very easy for you to be a part of this. It's only for people that are serious about trading. Okay, so because this is a 10 trade powered event, for you to qualify for this one-on-one session, the only thing you need to do, guys, so this one-on-one session that I'm going to have with you is going to be on Zoom. Okay, we may. And all you have to do is to make a deposit of at least $500 in your account, okay, to be a part of this. So as soon as you make that deposit into your 10 trade account, you want to reach out to your account officer and let them know that you made your deposit, that you want a one-on-one Zoom session with me. So when I know that you've made your deposit, I'm going to show you how to multiply that $500 into something very, 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 okay. So that will launch you into a whole world of having a crystal ball view of the market, knowing what you'll be able to not only predict what might happen, but also react to the footprint of the market makers. All right. So anytime you want to do it, sometime this week, the offer is open to everybody. So you want to make at least $500 deposit. So your deposit gives you access to the one-on-one. All right. So normally, if I want to do this kind of one-on-one session, right, you really have me money for me to take you through sets. But you are pretty much getting this for free. The only thing you need to do is to make a deposit. Right? And this deposit is what you use to trade, multiply your capital, and then welcome back, guys. So apologies for the constant breaking transmission, right? Switching from one internet to another. Still, we are just running this. I was trying to get our feedback before the network disconnected. Let me know if this session has been valuable for you. If it's valuable for you, please give me feedback by typing in yes in the chat box. And for people that will take advantage of this, okay, you can reach out to me personally if you have my number, or reach out to your account officer once you make your deposit. I'll be more than happy to teach you this concept for free. Okay, for free. And then if I'm in a very, very good mood as well, I would also give you, possibly access to my Forex trading academy so that you can get in-depth knowledge and training about this concept. Awesome. So I need for Joshua, Rio, Mike Sunday. Awesome. All right, guys. So the market is going on as the week, holds. So tomorrow, we would have another perspective of the market, possibly live trading session tomorrow. So here tomorrow, possibly or Wednesday. Okay. Ade Oluyinka said, what of people that deposit their money before? Interesting question. Okay. So right now, I don't have an answer to your question. All right. But I would reach out to everybody. Okay. So possibly tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll see what we can do for people that are already deposited. Okay. But why we want people to fund is because we don't want to give people value and then they're not. All right, guys. So we've come to the end of this session. Do we have any questions for everybody here? Any questions? Any questions before we wrap up for tonight? Any questions? If you have a question, okay, Mr. Manu has a question. So I'm going to unmute you right now. Please unmute yourself and speak.
It will be well done.
Yes, sir.
One-on-one session, this deposit,
Yes.
that's on a 10 trade account, right?
Yes, on your treasury account.
Okay, all right. That's what I just wanted to clarify. So it doesn't apply to you already have an existing trading account that has more than $500 in
it. If it's a treasury account, then we might consider something. But it has to be a treasury account.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
All right, boss, you're welcome. Any other questions? Ms. Aria, do you have a question? I see you're unmuted. Aria Dini, okay, you're muted. Any questions before we wrap up this session? I'm looking forward to a time that we would have a session and then we would have a very a setup that is almost going to happen so that we can take it together live. And then maybe by then you see the importance of what we have been teaching you all along. Okay. All right. So no questions. So I want to thank everybody for showing up for this live trading session. I want you to know that I appreciate your presence. I look forward to engaging with you again the next trading session. So anytime that you see our webinars, please do your best to engage, participate, learn, because this Forex journey is one that you have to, you have to be up to date. And one way that you can be up to date is to, engage these live sessions, and as a trainer and a trader by myself, as I'm updating my trading game as a trader, okay, it is in these sessions that I'll be, sharing those nuggets. So personally, I still learn every day as well. I learn from my experience as a trader, and I also learn from my mentors as well. So you're getting a whole lot of value once you've joined these live trading sessions. Okay. So guys, let's have a remarkable evening. God bless you. I'll see you on the next session. Bye-bye.